North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers.
Come on, fellas. Right there, 56. Here I come!
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run. Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
2nd and 10. Wilson's got it complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Toss play to Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 out low. 66. Good.
2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready? 55, Mike, 55. Go, go, go. Man left, man left. 40.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55.
They go play action now. Haskins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
Offensively lucky to have that one back. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must be getting top straight.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Defense on deck.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
1st down, Jaguars.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. On 1st down, McClellan. And some room to roam now. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says, big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Here we go. 6. Not a wolf. 6. Coming. Ready, go. Hatch it.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, it's Robinson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 48's the mic. Check.
Back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Point after here coming up. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
That's the score. Jaguars 35, Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Haskins to throw it.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Haskins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On the ready.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Football is such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
This is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Okay, spell.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Second and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 39-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Sponge. No.
Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
You gonna see me?
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll pitch it back, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys continue to pour it on. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 6. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Wilson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 6. At the 14-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 48's the Mike. Check, 48's the mic.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds Robinson. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jaguars, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I...
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring me. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard